person who is looking for something doesn't travel very fast. What do men really want? What are we seeking?
He's a genius.
Many of us have felt driven and still feel restless or compulsive at times. We frantically followed our impulses to self-destructive extremes. Even those painful actions of our past were motivated at the bottom line by a spiritual search. What do we really seek in the bottom, or in the passionate bed, or in our work? Slowing down enough every day to let ourselves know what we are looking for gives us a much better chance of finding it. Today, we can slow down by taking 20 minutes for solitude and quiet, for meditation or prayer. We can call a friend simply for a moment of contact. We might read something to give ourselves some ideas to ponder, or we can listen to music that will transport us to another world. Often it is not the events in our lives that bring change, but the space between events. So today, I will try to remember that slowing down may help me find what I'm seeking. So yeah, today I wanted to talk about mental clarity, or just clarity in life. Well, first things first, I feel like clarity is just understanding your life, understanding your situation, understanding, your purpose, and understanding who you are just in this life. You always want to make sure that you have clarity. You always want to make sure that you are clear of your purpose. You are clear of what you want to do. You have a good idea of what you want to do and what it takes. And also, like, having that clarity leads into creativity, and it leads into fueling your passions and fueling your other things that you want to do in your life. So like I was saying, just being able to have that clear thought, or having that clear mind rather, being able to have that clear mind and being able to make decisions, not feeling foggy, not feeling like things are clouding your judgment. It works in your favor because, one, you believe yourself more, you have more confidence in your abilities, you have more confidence in how you decide to go about things and how you make your own decisions. If you're not clear what decisions you want to make, you're not going to be confident in those decisions. And also, like, people are not going to be confident in you or your decisions. So you got to make sure if nobody believes in what you're trying to do, that you do. So make sure that you have mental clarity for who you are as a person, and make sure that that clarity goes into your confidence, and that just because you have that clarity, that doesn't mean that you have to look at so much negative. Let's say if you have clarity of who you are as a person, right? And you don't really even like, you don't like yourself right now, right? Let's say that. Instead of dwelling on what you don't like, I'm saying, like, yeah, pay attention to that, be clear that, you know what I'm saying? But use that to either form positive habits or use that to change yourself. It's not even like it's a set rule book. It's really kind of like, how do you decide to go about it, and what is the best way that works for you? Getting into the topic of actually how to achieve clarity, like, or I feel like even maybe how I try to achieve my mental clarity. So, of course, I talked about this before, past videos. You got meditation that just helps clear your mind. The way that I look for clarity in meditation is that I sit there, I meditate, and I kind of let things come to me, whatever is on my mind, whatever is on my subconscious, whatever just comes to me, it comes to me. And either I feel like I have to, if I'm uncertain about that thing, I need to sit there and figure it out. Or if it takes more time, of course, I just make sure that I'm always attentive to what my mind and my soul is trying to tell me. That's one. Two, exercise. We know what exercise does, man. There's so many benefits of how it makes you feel more clear and focused. But when I tell you, I notice a significant difference when I work out and I don't work out, and I try to do daily tasks. If I work out, yeah, I'm gonna be tired, but my mind I'm gonna be more functional. I'm gonna be more focused, more driven, because I use, exercise to kind of like clear my mind. Just being able to stimulate your body, your mind, and getting that positive feeling after, just like a body high, that helps with your clarity. Because I just feel like after I work out, man, when I tell you, I just get to thinking about everything, and things just seem so much easier to try to understand and grasp. It's crazy, but it works. And also, another way to search for clarity, I would be I'll be lying if I said I don't, journal or write. Writing down how you feel and expanding on that would be just, it would be deciding to act onto those emotions or feelings or whatever that you wrote down. So that would be in the most efficient way, that would just make you feel like, okay, now I'm able to see where I'm supposed to go. Now I'm able to see what my path is and how do I attack certain things in my life that I want to get to. How now I feel clear of what I would like to do. Now I feel clear of where I'm going in life. And it takes a lot to kind of like really get a big grasp on it. But once you put all these factors together and how to achieve clarity, whether that's in the examples that I gave of how I decide to, search for clarity, or whether it's the best way that someone else may decide, whether that's with music, art, there's so many avenues that you can use to find clarity in your everyday life. And it just depends on if you decide to search for that. So I feel like everybody has an obligation to search for clarity. So it's up to you. It's your decision whether you're going to be clear what you want to do in life and your dreams and aspirations, and being able to see your life in the most vivid possible way, whether that's your present or future life. Or are you going to stay the same? Are you going to be okay with kind of things just being borderline average? I feel like everybody has to have that clarity in order to achieve that next step that they want. So yeah, man, there's so many avenues that you can go down to search for mental clarity. It doesn't just have to be one way. I feel like the most effective ways are just the ones that feel most natural to you. Everybody's their own different person. I'm not going to sit here and say you have to do what I do, but I'm just saying, hey, if you feel like you don't know what you need to do, try what I do. And if that doesn't work, just expand on that. You're not going to get these answers. You're not going to get to mental clarity. You're not going to have a whole outlook on life in one day. That takes time. Whether that takes a year, whether that takes 6 months, whether that takes 6 days. I doubt it's going to take 6 days, but hey, you got to say that sometimes. You never know, some people minds work faster, but nevertheless, man, I appreciate those who sat here and decided to watch this video. I'm very grateful for the crowd that I have. I'm grateful for the people that stand by and support me. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. So it's Key, and I'm out.